Now, let's talk tech, because it's time now for that segment of the show. And serious security flaws that could let attackers steal sensitive data, including passwords and banking information, have been found in processors designed by Intel, AMD, and ARM. The flaws, named Meltdown and Spectre, were discovered by security researchers at Google's Project Zero in conjunction with academic and industry researchers from several countries. Combined, they affect virtually every modern computer, including smartphones, tablets, and PCs from all vendors, and running almost any operating system. So what are these bugs, Meltdown and Spectre, and how do you protect your computer from them? To tell us this is IT consultant, well, our in-house IT consultant, Kobe Nkrumah.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So, Happy New Year's in order?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the first tech talk for 2018.
And it's bad news we're starting with.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't jinx the rest of the year.
Yeah, it will not. Let's hear it.
So, one day we wake up and then some researchers say they found a bug which has been existent for more than 15 years. And this bug affects every computer. Initially, the reports were that it was affecting Intel chips.
Okay.
So we even heard news that Intel's CEO had sold almost all his shares, or all his shares.
Was that true?
It is.
It is true.
It is true that he sold shares. So people were speculating that they knew about it and then they didn't do anything about it. But honestly, they didn't know.
Okay.
I mean, this is something that people just found. You know, Google has this hackathon that they usually organize where they have hackers come and try and break into their stuff, and it's become a trend. A lot of security companies, a lot of security professionals go for these hackathons and then they look for exploits.
Okay.
So this is how this came out, and then they always give them names. So you remember some time ago we had WannaCry, which had people encrypting people's data and then asking them for ransom. Ransomware that came around. So this Meltdown, it affects laptops, desktops, and internet servers that use Intel chips. And then Spectre has a wider reach. That one affects AMD, Intel, and even ARM processors, which are found in our mobile devices. So when you take a computer, it has a brain.
Okay.
And that brain is a CPU. Mostly people call the system unit a CPU, but the CPU is inside the system unit. That's the processor. And this CPU is the thing that has a storage where it keeps all sensitive information, like say your passwords, your credit card information, your bank account information, and even your encryption keys, which is very serious, because imagine, I think I'm secure because I've encrypted my files, only to realize that my encryption key itself is vulnerable, is somewhere that someone can just easily pick up. And so what happens is that it's too simple. It's a JavaScript code that can just go inside there and pick this information.
So how does it enter the computers? Does it already come with the chips, or there's something in there?
Imagine you have a safe in your house, and all this while you didn't know that there was a hole under your safe.
Oh.
So someone can just, with the proper knowledge, slip their hand under the safe and get whatever it is they want to get.
How easy is it to access the Meltdown and Spectre bugs?
With the kind of information that we put out there now, the moment something comes out, people just put out this info. So this info is out. The exploit is out. So anyone with that level of intelligence or expertise could take advantage of this information.
Kind of access that bug.
Access that bug and then exploit it. But luckily, the software manufacturers, they have started releasing fixes. So Google has released a fix, Microsoft has released a fix for Windows and Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox has released a fix. Even Apple users are not safe. They're also exploitable. So
yeah, because for most bugs that come, we know that Apple users, Mac, iPhone, it doesn't affect them.
Those are viruses and Trojans. They don't affect them because those ones are created for the mass market so that the people can make money out of them. So they usually target the mass markets. But in this case, this is something that is part of the chip, part of the hardware. So it's inevitable. It was unforeseeable. It just had to happen.
That's serious.
That's very serious. So our advice for everyone using a computer now is the updates rolling out. As soon as you get a notification for an update, be it in your browser, any software update, just allow it to go on. And
but we have to be careful because some of these updates could also carry some software.
Well, the
that
updates,
will not
if the
help us.
updates are coming from the software manufacturer like Microsoft, so you have a Windows update, you do the Windows update. If you have like a browser update from Chrome, you do that. But I mean, there's speculation that it's going to impact performance from about 5 to 30% decrease in performance.
What does that mean?
That means that your computer could slow down by 5 to 30%. But it's not, proven yet. But so those who are panicking, don't panic yet. If you do notice some, I don't think a lot of people would notice. People like me would notice because we push the computers, but regular users, it might just go as their usual.
So the same thing is just to update it because it could affect your PC and you won't know.
You could be affected and you'd never know. I mean, you are affected, but if you haven't updated, you are vulnerable. And someone could take advantage of that vulnerability. And if you save your passwords, your bank details and everything, the person could just grab it. You wake up next morning and you've wiped your account clean.
That's scary. Don't be like that. Please don't.
It's just updates. That's all.
Yeah. So the message is simple. Please update your computer, your phone, your tablet, whatever device that you use, else somebody could be using your information, could access your information. So finally, and this is just coming in from a listener, from a viewer, how does constantly logging onto the internet put you in greater danger? Does that play any role?
If you're constantly on the internet and then you save your passwords on your machine, a lot of people save passwords, save bank information, credit card details on their machine and all that. A lot of people do that. That's where the risk is. So if you're someone who has your computer, which is just Sakura, you don't have any, sensitive information, you can even log in without updating anything, you're free. But the moment you have this information stored there, it's vulnerable, it can be reached.
Educate us again on how this information can be stored. Does that mean that maybe you have saved a file in there or you have logged in before somewhere? How does your computer store this sensitive information?
Okay, so when you log into your browser and you go to like Gmail, you sign in and then you enter your username and your password and you save. The moment you do that, your browser asks you, would you like to save this password? You say yes, it's saved. It's kept in a very secure place in the kernel memory where nobody can reach it. If you have some files that are very sensitive, normally we advise people to encrypt them. So you encrypt them. For the computer to remember that this is the correct password, it also has to save a copy in a secure location. So that's where it will verify, it will match what you are entering with.
Whoa.
So where the match is what is now there available for people to steal.
So basically, whenever you enter any form of password, any form of key,
it has to go and compare and make sure that that's correct.
Okay, so you could be in danger as long as you keep on entering the sensitive information on your laptop or on your phone.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, please update your phone. I need to update my phone quickly. I'll do that during the break.
Sure.
While we are waiting for Emmanuel Abaji, we are happy to bring us business. Thank you very much, Kobe Nkrumah, for bringing us Tech Talk. Expect more of such useful information on Tech Talk this year. Emmanuel Abaji, we are standing by with business.